While his girlfriend was just in the bathroom, the man was proposing to another woman. When his girlfriend came back, she was shocked. The two women looked exactly the same. Turns out, this woman was his girlfriend from 10 years in the future. She traveled back to stop them from getting married, because their married life would be miserable. Then the man from 15 years later showed up. He insisted they had to get married, but the woman from 10 years later was dead set against it. She said after marriage, he wouldn't do housework or help with the kids, and he'd spend vacations with clients instead of family. But the 15-year later man said he'd have his own company by then, with a promising future ahead. Still, the 10-year later woman had zero faith in him. As they were arguing, a wealthy woman walked in. This was the woman from 25 years later. She said they absolutely had to get married, because his company would take off within 5 years, making him a billionaire. She'd be living the high life every day, and told her 10-year younger self to just hang in there. Then the man from 26 years later arrived, looking grim as he warned his younger self not to marry. He glared coldly at the woman, saying she'd cheat. Everyone was stunned. All the men present lost it. The 26-year later man explained that divorce would cost him half his assets, so if he didn't marry her now, he'd avoid that disaster. But the 25-year later woman denied cheating. The next second, a bald man stepped forward admitting he was the affair partner. The young man thought he looked familiar. It was his best friend. He yelled at his friend, asking why he'd do this, but the friend said the affair was partly the husband's fault, since he'd been neglecting his wife. The man exploded, saying he was just trying to make money for the family. Was working too much a crime? They all started arguing like crazy. Then the friend dropped a bombshell. The man had been seeing other women after work. They'd both been cheating on each other. The 10-year later woman jumped on this to convince them not to marry, but the 25-year later woman wouldn't give up her luxury lifestyle. The old man saw her for the selfish woman she was, and urged his younger self not to marry her. Everyone was shouting their opinions. Finally, the man told them all to shut up. This was his decision to make. After everyone left, a young couple approached. Having heard everything, they urged them to get married and follow their hearts. Hearing this instantly strengthened their resolve. They decided to get married. But here's the twist. Those two were their future children.